storm. Hear the difference in the wind when dark clouds form and start to turn. I'll run again, far away when the hurricane comes in. Well, I'm the only island.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ray County. We are on the road here, taking this Tedder back to the dealership. We've got a new bigger one sitting there that we purchased in the last episode. You'll see our money actually in the top corner has gone down quite considerably because we have paid for the barn. It is getting put up at the moment, which means we can move our dairy cows into it, and then that opens up that big field for some beef cattle. We are going to make sure we try and make as much money as possible from both types of animal as we go through things. I'm also thinking about maybe starting a horse ranch as well. I don't know what you think about that, but there could be some money in the horses too. But for now, we've got to get as much crop off the field as possible so that we can be in a good position as possible when the animals start to increase, whether that be new births or us buying more animals. But yeah, we don't want to run out of food for sure. Now, my last few checks on the animal dealership, the quality of the animals there is pretty poor, so I haven't purchased any more, but I am keen to get a few more if I can. Of course, now we've discovered our combine as well. That means that we can save a bit of money. There's our soybean field there, and we're also going to plant a big field of wheat in that final split of the three fields we split of the big field. I think wheat is going to go in there. It's the most cost-effective crop for us, so we'll give that a go. But here we are at the dealer. We will return this leased one, and we will pick up our new one. And there it is. Look, our truck's still here as well from when we picked up the sprayer last time. So that can stay here for now. We don't need that. But let's get rid of this leased one. That'll save us a bit of money on a nightly basis, which is good. So when we go Tedders, there's our new one. I need to switch mode to leased items. There's our Tedder there. And we are going to return that. Thank you very much indeed. Right. Let us get hooked up on the new one. Now, the extra width on this should help us a lot. There's going to be more hay, but I think, again, you can put this into either bales or the silo. I've not decided yet, but it all goes towards decent food for the animals. So let's head over to the field, get the job done, and then make a decision after that about what we do with it. Right, here we are. Like we said, we didn't wait for this to be fully grown, so the amount of alfalfa on here is less than we got off the first harvest that we did on it. But let's see how we get on with this bigger machine. Look at that, 8 meters. Absolutely love it. So we will get this fired up. We will get this done quickly. And then I think we're going to go with bales. That's going to be the quickest and most practical way of doing it at the moment. So let's do that. So I guess we'll see when we're done.
I hoped we were gonna make it. He promised we would find the time, dreaming for eternity.
Okay, making good progress here. We've only got a few more minutes left on here now. It doesn't look like much, so I am interested to see how many bales it will make with this. But equally, I think we might come down here and fertilise this field as well. It's probably due a little bit of fertilisation to help with the yield a little bit as well. And I think we need to do that on some of the other fields. We also need to get the weeds off our canola field. It's pretty thick with them. And if I don't do it quickly with a weeder, we're going to have to spray it, which will cost us more, and I don't have a sprayer. Equally, I don't have a dry fertilizer spreader either, so we are going to have to purchase one of those. But I do know the dealer has got, it's not very big, it doesn't have much capacity, but it could do us well for now, until we've got a bit more cash in the bank. So we'll maybe pick that up as well in a little minute. But we'll get this done, we'll get the bales done, and then we will go and get the weeder and maybe the fertilizer. Crikey, I need some help here. I'm going to have to find myself a farmhand or something, which isn't ideal in the current surroundings. You've heard in the last episode how hard it is for farmers to find farmhands at the moment, so I think we're in a bit of a predicament. Right, we're on to the headlands now, so we will be just a few more minutes. So we'll get this done quickly, and we will see you back at the yard while we pick up the baler. Right, here we are back at the yard. We shall dump this and then quickly grab the baler. I am going to finish this field first before we dump into the other fields at the back of the farm, just for ease. Cows looking good in the field there. They're all hanging out together, which is nice. We've made friends. I could drop this in here, actually. The sheds are being unused at the moment, so might as well take advantage of it. Right, let's get this parked up, grab the baler, straight back to the field. Right, here we are, nearly back again. I think I've already said this, but I am not expecting a massive amount of bales off this. We cut this very early on, although it said it was ready. Again, I do think we've probably not let it grow to its full capacity, so I'm going to start on the up and down rows, I think, rather than the edges, so we don't have bales littered the edge of the field. And then we'll see how we get on. So, let's see how many bales we've got.
We hoped we were gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way. Bigger than they'd say, now looking at you keep me going back to those days, capable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. GPORTALs and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads in Tennessee, dreaming of what we could be.
Well, let's us back on the headlands. 2 bales so far, so definitely I think we maybe jumped the gun a little bit mowing this. We should have waited, but it is what it is now. Hopefully we'll get another, maybe 1, possibly 2 off here. It all counts, right? I'm not going to complain at all. Oh, there's the phone. Oh, the animal dealer. That's usually a good sign.
Hey, FSG, I need a bit of a favor.
Yeah, sure. Anything I can do to help?
One of the old boys down the road wasn't keeping up with his bank payments. They took the farm as collateral, have sold a load of machinery to get their money back, and everything else is being destroyed, including 30 young cattle. I told him I'd take them, knowing you wanted some more animals. I reckon we'd try and help out this old boy if we can.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll absolutely take the I'm the same as you. I can't see good animals go to waste, so yeah, let me take those. I'll need to move some of the animals around in the yard, but 100%.
I knew I could count on you, FSG. I'll bring them over later today.
Okay, well, I'll go and move the animals as soon as I'm done here. Well, 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 that is interesting. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, I'm glad that other shed is just about finished. It will come in handy. We can put the dairy animals in there straight away, and that frees up the paddock for these younglings. Depends how young they are, I suppose. We could maybe put them in the weaning shed to start with as well. Let's work it out when we get back. Right, there we go. Field done. And actually, look, I was being pretty pessimistic. We ended up with 5 bales in the end. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Plus whatever's in here, which I think is just under half of a bale. So let's just unload this here as well. Right, little bale unloaded. Let's run back to the yard. We're going to need to go actually to the dealership, grab the truck. We'll get the trailer, move the dairy cattle. And then our new arrivals can be dropped straight into the paddock. How exciting. Right, this is us at the dealers, just grabbing the truck. Now we're going to run this down to the animal dealer. We're going to grab the trailer so we can shift the cows. And then we will be back. Right, here we are. Let's get the tailgate open so we can attach this up. And once we're in place, we are good to go. There we go. Tailgate shot. Right. Let's get these cows moved. I don't know when the others are coming. He did say it would be relatively soon, but I guess we'll just have to keep going until then. And then I think what we'll probably do... I don't need to go and pick the bales off the field here just yet. I think we might get into that planting. We have got both the oilseed radish field, which will need cultivating again, because we don't have a direct drill seeder. But the other bigger side of the field we can start to seed, so that's probably what we'll do after this. So, as soon as we can shuffle these animals around. Now the other concern I have as well, no straw yet. We have some silage, we have some hay, but I still can't make my own TMR. Now the reality is I'll probably buy my own bales at some point. I think this afternoon though, what we'll probably do is head down to the dealer there and just buy some TMR direct from him. He's let us have some before, so we'll probably just do the same for speed. Just need to get these animals in and settled. So we'll reverse up to the gate here, get these loaded up, move them over to their new shed. They're going to need some TMR as well in there, because there is some in this shed, but we haven't put any in the new shed yet. And then we're all systems go. There we go, gate open. The animals move to trailer. Close the door. I think you can just about see them in there. Yeah, you can see them in the front area. Right, let's drop them off at their new home. Now, at the moment, there is no grazing area with this shed. They do stay indoors the whole time, which I'm okay with, because there's only a few of them. If we end up getting more, or they start breeding, we might have to think of another alternative solution, or just have an outdoor shed for maybe the summer months. So, something to think about in a little while, but not overly concerned just now. Right, let's try and reverse this in. I need to line myself up just a little bit better here. Right, there we go. That looks better. Let's see if we're in the right spot. We are indeed right. 1, 2, 3. Move to husbandry. There we go. Oh, we're doing them individually, are we? Oh, that's fine. Do them individually. There we go. All 3 of them in there. Happy days. Yes, like I said, we will maybe just see if we can hold on to this trailer for a little while, just in case some of those new animals need separating out as well. There's a mixture of young and old, we'll see. But let's shut the gate here. We'll probably take the mixer wagon down and get that to pick up some TMR for these three. So that's what we'll do next. Right, here we are in the Rotomix. Dog barking at me because he thinks I'm coming in to give him a walk. Not a chance, my friend. We've got far too much to do today. There we go. That is a full load indeed. Right. Perfect. We will throw him some money for the privilege of just having that, which is great. Just helps us in the short term while we're just getting started. But we'll run this back to the yard now. We'll probably put some in the new pen because we're having a much larger amount of animals in there, and we'll probably split it maybe half and half with the milkers. Right. Back at the farm in just a second. Right, here we are. Back at the farm, and wow, wow, wow! Perfect timing. It looks like they have dropped off the calves while I've not been here. That's awesome, and look at them. How great do they look? They've got food, so I'm not going to worry about them straight away. I'm going to go up to the others and feed them first. But doesn't that look nice? Having a whole field full of animals. That's what we set out to do here, so I'm really pleased about that. Now, make sure that these other guys have got a bit of food in, and then we'll go and check them out properly. Pop the gate there. Now, I think I'm probably only going to put half of this in here. We'll put a little bit more in the other shed. There we go. Keep an eye on what's coming out. Maybe about 15,000 in here. I should keep these three going for a little while. There we go. Okay, a little bit more. We give them a little bit of a top up, but that's fine. We'll give the rest to the other guys. There we go. Top them up. That's going to have to go a lot further now. I'll just roll this back into this shed here. Like so. Ready for next time. Like I said, let's go and have a look at these. These look like really nice animals. Now, the agreement we have in place is we will get any profit off these. Worth about $1,000 each at the moment, so that will be taken off any sell price, and then we'll get the rest. Now, there's a mixture of different levels of genetics here. His health was very low there, but hopefully we'll have a good mix in here. We won't lose any of these. Shut the gate so they don't escape. Be a bad start, but it's just nice to see field full of animals. About 6 to 8 months old, these. So we'll keep these till they're probably 18 months, and then we'll see what we get for them. But they look great, don't they? Very pleased about that. Right, I think we're just about done here. Let me run this trailer back now. We don't need to move them or do anything with them, as they were delivered whilst we were out. So let me run the trailer back to the livestock yard, and then we'll get back into some field work.
Hey, FSG, if you're bringing that cattle trailer back, I wouldn't bother unhitching it.
Oh? Why's that?
You'll see when you get here.
What could he possibly mean by that? Right, here we are. I will not unhitch though. I will do as I'm told. Let's have a look at what's what here. Here we are. Got some youngsters in. 10 months. Look at that. Extremely high across the board. Extremely high and very high. Extremely high, very high. High and good. High, high, high and good. Oh, okay. Last one. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outstanding animals here. Okay, this goes against every bone in my body because we don't really have the money to do this, but think of the returns on these. This last guy, 497, is he still good? Yeah, 497. Okay, he's only 4 months, 10 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. Okay. I selected. Yes, that's nearly $5,000 in total. But I can't not, can I? Animals that good do not come along. You've seen what comes in recently. There's never anything of that caliber. So, they are mine. Okay, our little herd just got a bit bigger again. Right, let's get these into the calf shed with the other one. At least the other guy's going to have some company now too. Here we are, back already. Now, I've just been told that the value of those animals in there came to $32,000. So we know we owe $32,000 to the farmer who's giving us those as soon as we can really afford it. He's done now. He's done with farming. He's out of business. He's just happy to take the money when the time is right. So, that's what we'll do. We will sell all of those. But for now, let's stick our new Frisians into this shed here. We'll keep them in here until they're of age. And then they will go into the other shed. But let's highlight them all. So impressed with how good these are. Move selected to the husbandry. Yes, there we go. Trailer is empty and we have got a few friends for our little pal in there. Stop this here. Let's go and have a look. Make sure everybody's happy. Make sure they've got enough food. They should have enough food. The little guy in here on his own, not eating loads. There we go. Fantastic. We've got a proper little farm going now. What a difference. Yeah, 11,000, nearly 12,000 litres of food still in there. So, everybody's happy. Wonderful. Okay. Now I actually do feel like a herdsman. There was a lot of field work going on the last few weeks. But now I absolutely feel like a herdsman. We've just got to make sure we look after these, because they are beauties. Right, we have a challenge on our hands now. We are going to plant some wheat in both of these fields. One, because some of the straw will come in handy for TMR once it's ready. That will be next year, of course. Two, it's probably the one that will yield the best, as well as selling the straw. Now, this field, with the oilseed radish in, excuse me, will need to be cultivated first, because we do not have a direct seeder. But if we go over the hill here, you should be able to see the other side of this ridge. There we go. This field over here is good to go. However, it is colossal. If I show you from the map, there we go. You saw how long it took us to do this one the other night. It's easily probably half as big again. So it's going to take us a whole heap of time to get this done. So what we're going to do is just jump in and get it done. There's nothing else than to get on with it. We did say we were going to fertilise. I might hold on to that until this field is sown as well, because weeds as well, that's the other option. We've got weeds to go into here, and they need to be cleared out. And this will probably have weeds in it as well once we've planted. So I'm in a dilemma now. Fertilise, weeds, seed. Oh, no, decision time. We're going to do the weeds in here quickly, or they get too much bigger. And that is going to require this very small little weeder here. Hopefully we can get them out before too much longer. So I'm at 6,500. Is this something we're going to use? Let's lease it. I was going to say do we buy it? But actually, leasing it is going to take us a long time. Make up to £6,000 in spend. It's only 300 to lease it. But look, there they are. So, let's get them sorted ASAP. Right, off to the dealership we go. We are working this tractor seriously hard, aren't we? Pretty much doing all the work at the moment. Just looking at the repair bar down there. It's going to need some TLC at some point in the future as well, so just need to be careful. And here we are back at the dealers. Feels like we live here. There's our little weeder. Yeah, this is the right thing to do, just from a time perspective. The other stuff can wait. Bales on the field, fertilization and seeding. We're in the early part of the seeding window for wheat. But we don't have much time when it comes to the weeds, because if they grow, we're going to end up spraying them. And I don't know if you had noticed, but there ain't no sprayer at our farm. Not yet anyway, so let's get this back to the field and see what damage we can do with it. Hopefully we're not too late. Here we are, and it is a joy. Every time I come in the yard I see them, it looks great. Fantastic. I've been in these situations before, when you buy the piece of equipment and then find out that you've missed the window for your weeding. So let's see how we get on here. I'm hoping for the best, and already looking good. Will really help our yield if we can keep these weeds out of the field and stop them from strangling the crops. This looks good. They are going, aren't they? They're definitely going. Just do the check. In front, weeds small. Behind, no weeds. Still needs lime, still needs ploughing, still needs rolling. Not going to get any of those things, but we are going to get rid of our weeds. So, I guess we're back on it. We'll settle in and get stuck into this for a little while. So, come back in a little while and have a chat.
Change a single thing, 'cause you gave me you keep me going back to those days, incapable of keeping track of how many nights could pass, cheap motels and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack, broken love, tequila and bluegrass, evenings just like movie scenes, along the roads in Tennessee, dreaming of what we could be, from the back of your dad's red, from the back of your dad's red truck.
Right, we're making good progress here and we are getting rid of all of these weeds, which is fantastic. So I'm going to just keep going with this. It's going to take a while. It just is slow with the small equipment. There's not much more I can do about it, but it does give me the opportunity to say I think we're going to call it for this episode here. A lot has happened in this episode. I can't believe we have got the amount of animals that we have now. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.
Clouds form and start to turn